Good morning, Coach Burt. Get that Pray Drive hat on, folks. We're gonna be packaging these things up for you to be able to purchase. Hunting club. Hunting club doesn't mean we're gonna be hunting. Okay, I know some people have been asking me that. Are we gonna be hunting animals at the hunting club? No, we're hunting for potential. We're hunting for deals. It's like the deed hunter, the hunting club, right? It's kind of a play off Pray Drive. Pray Drive is instinct to go pursue, hunt. So, good morning to you folks. Got my Pray Drive hat on. Headed out to the lodge for a great creative day. I'm going to be working on my book, Flip the Switch. I'm going to be putting some deals together. I'm going to be doing the things a person of interest does, Daniel Hodges. I want you to listen real closely, folks. Right? January 14th, I'm doing person of interest at the lodge. And I'm also in January doing a special version of Flip the Switch for 18 to 30-year-olds. So if you're out there and you have an 18 to 30-year-old, we don't want to be little Mitches, do we, D. Hodges? So we want to teach them and train them. And, man, they need a lot of training in alerting to their own potential, alerting to their real skill set, alerting to their value. They're typically overvalue themselves, overvalue their skill set, and they typically just are totally lost and clueless as it relates to the toughness it takes to play at the highest level. So, if you got an 18 to 30-year-old, man, in January, look for my Flip the Switch. It's 18 to 30-year-olds, and I'm really, really, really going to help them, bring them up to speed on what it means to be a pro, man. What does it mean to be a pro? And that's what I'm going to be teaching. Now, today I'm going to be talking about how do you put bigger deals together as a person of interest. And I got to get my car washed too this morning. How do you put bigger deals together as a person of interest? Rachel Putney. Well, here's one thing I noticed. Let's say you write a book, okay? And you say, man, this is going to position me as a person of interest. Well, it's not going to position you as a person of interest if people don't see you as an authority at an area. Like you haven't picked a lane. You don't have, right? You don't have a true expertise. So the marketplace is looking at you going, no matter you wrote a book, man. We don't even recognize that you're an expert in this area. So I think when we try to manufacture being a person of interest without actually putting the work in to be a person of interest, the market basically recognizes that and says, man, come on, man. You're not really a person of interest. Like, I know you're trying to be a person of interest. If you want to do bigger deals are in direct proportion to your skill set to solve a bigger problem for people. Okay? Everybody hear what I just said? If you want to see, part of being a person of interest is you have the knowledge, the skill, the desire, and the confidence to solve big problems for people. Okay? Problems that really move the needle for people, not small problems. Morning, John Hart. Right? So part of putting together bigger deals as a person of interest is the marketplace has to recognize you and your skill set as a player who can solve a significant problem. Okay, remember what I always say, Jimmy, money doesn't buy you freedom. Todd Taylor, skills buys you freedom. Okay, listen to what I just said, folks. The money is a byproduct, Mark Kemp, of the value creation. And the value creation comes from one thing, Nick Jenkins, from your skill set. See, people are paying for your skill set, right? Mary Lee McDonald, that's what they're paying for. They're paying for your ability to solve a problem. So we can try to help you manufacture this concept of person of interest. And I'll show you the formula, January the 14th, Kevin Jones. Like, I'll show people the formula to be a person of interest. Good morning, Amanda Williams. But if you don't put the work in and you don't develop the skill and you can't really solve a real problem for other people, the marketplace, no matter how much we try to manufacture your person of interest score, right? We write you the books, we can get you on social media, but if you don't have the meat and potatoes, folks, and that is the talent the skill, the know-how, the ability, then it's all fake, man. It's all fake. It's all manufactured. So what I'm trying to build are real people of interest, and real people of interest have specific knowledge, right? Mark Schaefer, they don't have general knowledge. Real people of interest have specific. They're stone cold killers, man. They have impeccable skills. They don't have generic skills. They have an incredible prey drive, not an average prey drive. Like, they really want to do big things, and that ties into their mission. And the fourth thing they got, man, is they got a contagious confidence about them. They got enough confidence for me and you. Okay? So when you're looking at yourself going, man, I'm trying to be a POI, number one, you need to get yourself in the room with me on January the 14th. It's only $297. You need to get your kids in my Flip the Switch, which is at the end of January, I think 26 and 27. And we need to show you the mechanics of doing this. Now you say, well, Coach, why would I do it? Why should I care? Well, you should care because once you become a person of interest, opportunities are going to be chasing you versus you chasing them. And isn't that a better position to be in when you're the buyer versus the seller? My goodness, folks. When you're the buyer versus the seller, gosh, John Ard, people are coming after you. And you're getting to pick and choose. I was telling somebody the other day, man, we literally have very few dates available in 2022, right? Very few dates. And what I mean by that is, man, the demand, we've got good demand right now. And because the demand is there, then, man, you know, I got asked last night to speak in Vegas. And I said, man, I got to move one thing to make this work. But I really like the guy that asked me, and I know I can deliver some real value. But, man, there's only so many dates available, folks, to where you just say, man, I can't do it every single day. Well, that's a good thing. 10 years ago, man, I had to go out and scratch, claw, try to uncover one friggin' deal. I'm like, man, when am I going to sign a deal with somebody, right? And I'd sign a deal and do that and all that kind of thing. I'm going through the car wash, folks. What's that going to be like for us? And there we go. Thank you. And so, you know, today I'm trying to get to the point where, you like that hot hat? We're going to be selling these Prey Drive hats. Thanks to Tommy Davidson. He bought this for me. So today it's like, man, we're trying to put these deals together. I don't even know how to turn my windshield wipers off on this Range Rover. We're trying to put these deals together, and deals are coming in, and that's all because we're trying to be people of interest. But it's not because we manufactured it. It's literally because we've been doing it for so many years that we're getting the skill set that we need, man. So if the market's not having a demand for you or your product or service, you can blame whoever you want. You can blame other people. I don't know who you can blame. Or at the end of the day, man, you can just blame yourself. And you can say, man, I'm just not quite there yet. I'm not a person of interest. The market is not recognizing me as a person of interest. Now, if you're sitting out there today and you're listening to this going, damn, Coach Burt's right with his Prey Drive hat on. You know why you're saying that? Because I am right about this one. I know I've not been a person of interest, and now I'm trying to be a person of interest. What you need to do is go ahead and sign up for the January 14th event with me and get in a room, learn the philosophy and strategies, and be a POI, man. Right, Brittany Baker? That's what we're trying to do. Right, Daniel Hodges? No little Mitches allowed. I should have called the Prey Drive for 18 to 30-year-olds, no Mitches allowed. How not to be a little Mitch. That's what I should have called it. But I didn't. I called it Flip the Switch. So, if you're out there, guys, hope you're having a great morning. Look at me going through the car wash. Just riding on through, baby. Riding on through. Let me get out of this thing and I'll finish this email. No Mitches, Freddie Bland. So, there we go. Now we got a nice, clean Range Rover. Boom. You know what that's called, folks? Thank you for hanging there with me, by the way. That's called creative destruction. In the old days, Nancy, people would wash the car with their hands, and you'd sit there for an hour. I remember there's a one in my city called Jones Car Wash. You'd sit there for an hour, and people would wash the car, and you'd stand outside, And, man, this is called creative destruction. You sit in your car, you pay half the price, boom. Next thing you know, the car's washed. And pretty darn good, by the way. You know, somebody that was a person of interest came up with this concept. Then they licensed it to other people, franchised it, which is what I'm going to do with Person of Interest, Living with the Monster, Success School, where you can become a certified coach for me, and you can really go out there and do it at a high level, man. That's how we get into scale. That's how we take a concept. Pray Drive, certified Pray Drive instructors all over the world. How cool would that be? So I got to get you thinking like a POI. Okay, I got to get you thinking that I can't manufacture this. I can't make it up. I actually have to be good enough, or the market never lies, man. The market is going to come back to me and go, "Hey, you're not that good, man." What's up, Aaron? And if the market signifies you're not that good, then you know, it's like you manufactured your way into being good when you really weren't good. There's something called the innocent climb. And the innocent climb is where you spend years and years and years doing something. You don't even really recognize you're doing it. But you're actually becoming really, really good. Okay? And one day you wake up and have a big revelation, and the revelation is, man, dang, like I really have a skill here. This skill is marketable. This skill solves a problem for other people. This skill can help people. This skill can change the game. This skill is worth a lot of money. Like you literally start waking up. And Pat Riley, the great coach, called that an innocent climb. And the innocent climb is where, man, it's like when the Lakers were becoming really good in the 80s or 90s. They didn't even really know they were good until one day they woke up Amanda Banks and they were champions. Okay, that's the innocent climb. It's the period. It's the organic cycle, Joshua. It's the organic cycle of actually spending a decade getting better at a skill to where that skill is incredibly in demand. Once that skill is in demand, now you are a person of interest. And once you are a person of interest, bigger, we call them blue marlins, are going to be attracted to what you're doing because they recognize, man, this person has a skill. And that skill is valuable. I'm willing to pay a lot of money for that skill, Brad. Okay, so I'm just seeing a world right now where people try to, you know, right? It's crawl, walk, run. I'm seeing a world right now where people try to skip the walk part. They crawl for a minute, then they walk, then they think they should be able to run, and they're not ready to run, man. They're just not that good. So they go out to the market beats them up. They can't figure it out. And I'm like, man, the market's telling you. The market never lies, man. The market 100% never lies about how good you are at something. So if you want to be a person of interest, folks, get in the room with me at the Lodge. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. We're making all kinds of upgrades to it. New sound system, televisions, couches, outdoor areas. Like, man, it's beautiful. It's a Friday, January 14th. I'm going to get on a plane that night and go to Fort Lauderdale and do an event with Susie Heyman of Optavia on Saturday called Big Mover. And then I'm coming back to the Lodge the next week. Folks, I'm only doing limited dates in 2022. I'm going to do less dates, more impactful trainings, bigger deals. We got a new insurance agency that's kicking off. It's blowing up. Okay, we got Genie Rocket that we're blowing up. We've got the Lodge with the hunting club that's going to blow up. We got Person of Interest Academy. I've got Fanatical Follow-Up, which is a new division. Man, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy in a good way, man. It's all right to be a little crazy every now and then. Pray Drive. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Aaron? So, you guys have a great day. I'm headed out to the Lodge, man. I'm going to have a great day. Hey, I'm Coach Micheal Burt, and I want to say a special thank you for committing, for making a decision to join 4Part Financial. We believe in growing the whole person, the body, the mind, the heart, the spirit. We're going to give you access to some of the best training in the world. We're going to grow your knowledge, your skills, your desire, your confidence. We believe in structures of exchange, putting you in the rooms with the best people in the world. So I want to thank you for making that decision. That word means to kill something off, to go pro in your career and take it to the next level.